When light comes, fear flees. Through the Light Up Aguluezechukwu project, solar power street lights now grace major town access roads.
By the leadership of their improvement this solar to control and give lighting on this major Aguluezechukwu-Akpo Link Road. So it's a great intervention. Tell us a little about it.
Yes, before now, darkness welcomes one in the Aguluezechukwu community, and we felt it is important to light up the entire community so that the community is like other communities. That is the installing solar in all the major roads we have in this community.
Like how many do we have on this road?
I think we have mounted about 387 solar lights
on the major roads.
On the roads at the cost of 250,000
per one installation. Wow, impressive. Wow, congrats.
Now you might go see.
Street light continue quality.
Okay, the total including the
yes, in the major roads.
This street light with 250,000.
Yes.
Installed. Wow. Then
I want to renovate before immediately I battle on now. Once he had in here,
Yes,
we
I
renovated.
saw that. I saw it.
Yes, we renovated it immediately we came on board.
Wow. I know, I saw that one.
Education, they say, is the backbone of development. In over 40 years, the community secondary school Aguluezechukwu had only a front fence, now 70% completed, a second access road, and gates now grace the school perimeter, redefining access and security.
About 60 plots of land. And they might be donors. And those are called all this one. Community.
This is Akpo community.
Yeah. That road that crossed the line, I also has to another.
Oh, wow. Well, this is the fence, new fence created by the AIU government under Homadike. This is perhaps the back side of the school, the community secondary school Aguluezechukwu, and you can see the fence is very massive. And another major entrance created from the fence that he is building. According to the records, we have 26,000 blocks used so far for this new fencing. I'm still counting. This fence is beautiful. Of the
school land. They are continuing job here.
Fence about
they are going.
Wow. So this is the boundary of the Aguluezechukwu community secondary school. This fence has been initiated by the AIU government.
Join on case the other side because it's the other side.
Another fence in Nagakwa.
Yes, we will go
from that side.
Yes, from that side. Or honey basically meet there. Addition at the school had to go secured. Then you have that gully erosion. Now pota na the major road, this dual carriageway Galoga. Obon had potted this erosion. Up at all court to that road. Blue blue software.
Okay. This erosion is a threat to this.
So we will buy for a from every million channels. I collect. It will definitely overpower the catchment pits we have up there. And the moment to overpower, or revive all this.
Wow.
We'll be the problem again. get pick your
the other side of Iowa.
Now I'm Aguluezechukwu-Akpo. From Ikedion, around where water channelization terminate here in Otago River here. That will be the end of it. Well, all these things are about rocket science. Now the government are willing to do what they should do with the limited funding available to them. Do you get? Some of these things are about a major challenge to the community. Community are going to come back to me.
Yes.
And both for the bogus budget for projects like this and how would the best. There is always a way you can do it. You still achieve the same purpose.
Yes.
Don't worry, I'm take. As in a buildings in there, you will now be considering if you pull down buildings and all that compensation. And all. But this one, collapse the banks, get to a reasonable level,
very strong.
Then run all water channelization. Many more unable to terminate in a river. Erosion.
That's right.
But as it is, on both banks, on a collapse, now you still see the Natuaja, and I say yes, and a sand mining and all that. This is the sand they are mining. But if government can do what is required, you discover that the sand, the floor, they're gonna na the river. Do you get? But the moment you don't do that, again, when I be the sand mining, block them from where flood is supplying them sand. They will run out of business. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Sure. If you allow them to continue with this kind of devastation, you see, in the task force and the police you are just disturbing. Block that point, their source of supply. And then they will have no other option than to look for something else to do. If during every rainy season these banks collapse and the flood take it down to the river, they are in business.
Sure.
But if you run a proper water channelization down the river, where they won't have opportunity of getting sand. During rainfall, flood will follow the gutter
and just
straight to the river.
With lesser sand to move to the river.
So what are we saying?
That's right. Hamadike. Well, the ideas are, like one professor said, that the ideas to Nigeria's problem, solution to Nigeria's problem are cupboard. People have propounded these ideas.
Implementation and the execution.
And with your approach to community development, I think you are really a master to this. I can there is.
Mr. Anthony Ezike, Nkeji Big Bari were Mara. Aumonye Umojime, Listen Kwa Ifite Aguluezechukwu. AIU. Anonime kita. Auho edi AIU huto. Kamgbe amụrụ n'obodo a. Amụrụ n'obodo a, mụ nọ n'obodo a, gụchaa ma primary school ma secondary school too. Uru nwoke ji abụlọdụ bata. Wee na-ahụ na Chineke zitegoro anyị iwe a na-akpọ onye ndu na onye ọchịchị. Onye ji eme Aguluezechukwu oga to greater heights. Anyị kwuru ya na-eme, anaghị akụziri mmadụ akụziri. Ibe agba n'aka ejighị igobo were nye. Amadike we onye Chineke wetere ya achị Aguluezechukwu, dozie Aguluezechukwu aga to greater height. Adelos wee kwado, anyị na-ahụta ya na mgbe ọnwụ na o ji wee chiwa tero niile a na-achị. Aguluezechukwu ejehiri ekwe ka ọ fụọ. Baja asị ya kọntinu chiwa mana o ji eti mmadụ. Mana onye o ji eti ji adịkwa ka ya ma onye ahụ amakarịa ya. Maka na ibe anyị chọrọ onye na-aga n'ihu, anyị chọrọ onye na-aga n'azụ. Ọrụ ọ na-arụ karịrị aka ome nke mma, ama m ebe m esi wee gụwa. Nke na-egosigodoro unu nke a na community secondary school ebe a, example. Ịgbada n'ihe niile anụkpara Aguluezechukwu, nsọtụ kwuru nsọtụ, ụzọ agaghị. Mmiri anụghị ekpere anyị, enweghị control. Ị gaa n'ụzọ agụ nwa eke ka mgbe nna nna anyị ba, anaghị aga na nkịta na moto na-abazi ya. So ibe Amadike kwadoro ime n'obodo a ya na ndị otu ya. Nwere egwu agụrụ sị anya ya hụbeghị nke ntị anyị n'ugolo. Ife Amadike kwadoro imere ndị gịnị ndị Aguluezechukwu. Ana m asị na ọchịchị ya adịghị mma, ọ ga na-achị na-aga. And ọchịchị mgbe niile o ji achị lituo. Otu ikwere anyị onye dịkwa ka ya. Obodo anyị enwe gịnị na-aga n'ihu. Ana na obodo anyị ụzọ obodo eji ama atụ. Ndị mmadụ na-abatazi nọ ya ọfụma, ọ dịzighị ka before. So biko na ibe anyị na-asị na anyị na-akwado ya. O mekwu onye Aguluezechukwu niile akwado gị. Maka ibe ọ na mmụọ kwadoro mmadụ akwado gị ya maka ibe ọna na-adụ mmadụ ebido na mmụọ megene dịba mma ọkwa dị mma
ụzọ ile awala gara n'iru bere
onwe ha anaghị ama aka
We've thought the other side. This one continued from here again down to where the other one is. Definitely, by the grace of God, before the year runs out, we hope to cover the entire school premises. We have done the job about 75%, remaining 25% completion. And we are hopeful that God will help us in achieving this milestone.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Between Aguluezechukwu and that, as a matter of fact, that erosion caught this community off.
At the heart of Ifite Village in Aguluezechukwu lies a once vital 3.5-kilometer road, a historic artery that once linked Aguluezechukwu local government area through Akpo and neighboring towns. Today, it lies broken, its veins severed by deep advancing gully erosion. The road that once served as the shortest inter-community route in the 1970s is now an environmental hazard. The encroaching erosion threatens homes, has destroyed drainage channels, and now edges dangerously close to the community secondary school. The Ifite Progressive Union, under its current chairman, revealed that millions of naira are spent yearly just to slow the devastation. The President General, Nze John Paul Ezenwaka, called on the Anambra State government to urgently intervene. He warned that recent road projects in nearby towns are worsening the problem by diverting stormwater into Aguluezechukwu. His recommendation, an extensive canalization project to carry these waters safely into the Otal River before more damage is done. He also made a passionate appeal for the reconstruction and asphalting of the historic Aguluezechukwu-Akpo Road.
That road from Isiaguata before. Ndị Akpo na-esi ebe a abịa afịa na Aguluezechukwu enwe activities na local government. From here to Akpo is about 3.54 kilometers. From that Isiaguata to Otal River was 3.3 kilometers. From that where from the secretariat, from Aguluezechukwu local government secretariat to this Otal River is 3.3 kilometers. 3.3 kilometer road. Okay. If you now continue to Akpo, it's about 4 kilometer or less than 4 kilometer road, linking so many communities. So what have you? Do you understand?
Wow. So abandonment, be familiar.
That is the thing, and we are seriously calling on Mr. Governor to see what he can do for Aguluezechukwu community. At least he will be remembered as the first governor that tarred an entire Aguluezechukwu road spanning to another community. Because the only tarred road we have in Aguluezechukwu is the one that cut across Aguluezechukwu, Oboji, Ajali, Edeyoge. There is no other tarred road in the entire community. No other tarred road in the entire community. And this is a major road leading to so many other communities. Let us look at what erosion. All these are all these things about intervention by the. I was the former chairman of the Progressive Union. Okay. I handed over to Ichie Paul Ezekeke. Okay. He was my secretary then. He took over the leadership from me. Okay. And he continued from where I stopped. Okay. We have been trying to combat this erosion because it is coming. Look at people's houses. If we don't put up this little effort, before you know it, all these buildings will go.
So this intervention is by IPU?
Yes.
IPU.
Purely IPU.
Wow. And it's a massive one.
In order not to allow this one to continue.
Yes. I brought in some people this morning. Okay.
This action now came
from this. There is a gutter there. Okay. Gutter broke. From there, it spilled into and began to. Right from Aguluezechukwu High School end, the village undertook to do it. Very gigantic one, 7 around Aguluezechukwu High School area. If you come this area now, you can see this one. The one behind it. If you go down that way, you see other ones. These are efforts of the village. We are calling on government to help us because it's getting beyond us. Every year we spend millions of scarce resources we have. We don't have to control this. We don't have it. We just crash, beg individuals to help us to do them. So the thing is getting beyond us, honestly.
It's okay. Get this back there.
Hello? Yeah, good afternoon. Okay.
Where we are standing is the major access road that connects Aguluezechukwu community via Ifite Village in Aguluezechukwu to a neighboring Akpo town. The Akpo town links up to Enugu, Monya, Achina, and so on and so forth. But the road has been truncated by this major erosion site that invaded it. By the side, you could see ancient gutter. There are waterways that were built by their great-grandfathers. Now this road has been completely cut off and abandoned for many years, that you cannot access these other neighboring communities, the Akpo community and others, through this road. So the community is calling for government's intervention to revisit this major road, which is just a few minutes access road between Akpo and Aguluezechukwu local government area through Aguluezechukwu town today. You can see the pieces of water control system that was formerly here to show that this used to be a major road connecting 2 or more communities from Aguluezechukwu. You can come and get this erosion site. Okay, and the Onwebu Bridge. How do you continue? Okay. But those are all na development stage. Bridge. I
want a bridge. So if you pay for even that book and a barrier and a put an Bugasi fence in Abia. But you why won't new fence able? Oh, money going on. You will get a new fence Bugasi. Nobody keep going in there. Ah, Pasiano.
Members.
Yes, Ebabo. Ihana Kwebabo Genube erosion site. Obu Nina. They got for all these buildings. You have Akpo community. Ebabo the original road. See from Aguluezechukwu local government secretariat to Akpo. About 3.3 or maximum of 3.5 kilometer road. All that Kandi Akpo Nesi Abia event na local government. Eba kahasi Abia Azonkwa Aguluezechukwu. Eba Kandi Aguluezechukwu si aga across or go on other communities say that side. Mana because of this erosion, cut this existing road before. Enwebu bridge. Mana go the bridge aboho standard bridge, more like a culvert, but a big culvert that links the community before. So mili biazi blue that culvert. Oge mili bolo the culvert. Erosion bidozie from there. You can see the effect of the erosion here. The owner of this property have abandoned it and run away. All these people that are living around here are not in danger. If not for the community effort, both the Ifite Village, I was once the former chairman of Ifite Progressive Union. Of course, you saw our current chairman now. If not for the effort of the village and the community and the entire community, this erosion, Okwesigi Blue Community Secondary School.
So the erosion, this direction.
When and they born a head to Aguata. If something is not done urgently, it will get to this dual carriageway. I don't pray for it, but it is important we prevent an impending doom. More so, when all the flood collections are diverted at Aguluezechukwu after this road, we will go there. I will show you where and how.
Then to a place history almost forgot. Aguluezechukwu's largest green belt, untouched for over 100 years, surrounded by rivers and bush paths. It was a land of ghosted potential. Today, thanks to a whole 8-kilometer access road and a multi-million naira bridge under construction, Agulueke is alive again.
15 to 20,000 plots of land. But we created this new access road to it. Agulueke. Anambra State Government.